Imagine floating on the sunlit surface of the ocean, the water warm and inviting. Now, let's descend. Past the familiar coral reefs, past the reach of the sun's rays, we enter a world of perpetual twilight. Down, down, further down we go, into the abyssal plains, a place darker than any night you've ever known. We're heading to the deepest point on our planet, a scar in the Earth's crust known as the Mariana Trench, located in the western Pacific Ocean, just east of the Mariana Islands. This colossal canyon is the final frontier on our own world, a place of extreme pressure, absolute darkness, and secrets waiting to be discovered. Welcome to the abyss. To truly grasp the scale of the Mariana Trench is almost impossible for the human mind. Think of the tallest mountain on Earth, Mount Everest, towering over 29,000 feet above sea level. Now, imagine taking that entire mountain and placing it into the trench. Its peak wouldn't just be submerged, it would still be covered by over a mile of water. The deepest part of the trench, a small valley known as the Challenger Deep, plunges down to nearly 36,000 feet, or about 11,000 meters. That's almost 7 miles straight down. The pressure here is over 1,000 times greater than at the surface, equivalent to the weight of 50 jumbo jets pressing down on a single person. It's a pressure that would crush most submarines like a soda can. Yet against all odds, life finds a way to endure. This isn't just a deep hole in the ocean. It's a testament to the immense and powerful forces that shape our planet, a geological wonder that dwarfs anything we can build. Our journey to understand this incredible place began long before we had the technology to see it with our own eyes. The first hint of its staggering depth came in 1875, during the historic expedition of the HMS Challenger. Using a simple weighted sounding rope, the crew took a measurement, and the result was astonishing: over 26,150 feet. It was the deepest sounding ever recorded at the time, but it was just the beginning. Fast forward to 1951, and another British naval vessel, aptly named the HMS Challenger 2, returned to the site, armed with more advanced technology: echo sounding. By bouncing sound waves off the seafloor, they pinpointed the trench's deepest spot with far greater accuracy, giving the Challenger Deep its name and cementing its status as the lowest point on Earth. But knowing its depth and actually going there are two very different things. The true milestone in human exploration came on January 23, 1960. On this historic day, two incredibly brave men, Jacques Picard and Don Walsh, squeezed into a tiny, cramped sphere attached to a bathyscaphe named the Trieste. This vessel wasn't a submarine. It was more like an underwater balloon, using a massive float filled with gasoline for buoyancy. Slowly, they began their 5-hour descent into the unknown. They passed through layers of darkness, watching the pressure gauge climb to terrifying levels. When they finally touched down on the silty seafloor of the Challenger Deep, they became the first humans to ever witness this alien world firsthand. Through their small porthole, they saw a flatfish, proving that complex life could exist even under such crushing pressure. Their descent into the abyss was one of humanity's greatest feats of exploration, a journey as significant as climbing the highest peak or stepping onto the moon. The Mariana Trench isn't just a deep, empty void. It's a dynamic and surprisingly active geological environment. Far from being a cold, dead place, the trench floor is home to hydrothermal vents. These are like underwater geysers, spewing out superheated, mineral-rich water from deep within the Earth's crust. Temperatures here can reach over 700 degrees Fahrenheit, yet the surrounding water is near freezing. It's in these extreme chemical cocktails, devoid of sunlight, that a unique ecosystem thrives through a process called chemosynthesis. Instead of using sunlight for energy like plants, bacteria here use chemicals like hydrogen sulfide from the vents. These bacteria form the base of a food chain that supports a variety of strange and wonderful creatures. Nearby, we also find serpentine mud volcanoes. These formations ooze a unique, serpentinite-rich mud from the Earth's mantle, creating an environment chemically different from anything else on the planet, and providing yet another potential habitat for undiscovered life. The life that calls the Mariana Trench home is like something out of science fiction, perfectly adapted to a world of immense pressure, total darkness, and freezing temperatures. One of the most iconic residents is the Mariana snailfish, or ghost fish. This small, translucent creature is the king of the abyss, the deepest living fish ever discovered. Its gelatinous body, lacking scales, is built to withstand the crushing pressure. Its skull is not fully fused, and its bones are flexible, allowing it to survive where others would be instantly crushed. We also see giant amphipods, which are like supersized shrimp, growing up to a foot long, far larger than their shallow water relatives. And then there's the bioluminescence. In the absolute blackness, many organisms create their own light. Anglerfish dangle glowing lures to attract prey, while other creatures flash and pulse with light to communicate, find mates, or startle predators. Each organism here is a marvel of evolution, a living example of how life can adapt to the most inhospitable conditions imaginable. Exploring this biome is like exploring another planet, revealing creatures that challenge our very understanding of biology. So why is studying this remote and dangerous place so important? The Mariana Trench is more than just a record holder for depth. It's a natural laboratory that holds clues to some of our planet's biggest mysteries. The trench is formed at a subduction zone, where one massive tectonic plate, the Pacific Plate, is being forced underneath another, the Mariana Plate. Studying this process in action gives scientists invaluable insights into the mechanics of plate tectonics, helping us better understand and potentially predict earthquakes and the devastating tsunamis they can generate. The unique geology and chemistry of the trench, especially around hydrothermal vents, also offer a glimpse into what early Earth might have been like. Some scientists believe that these very environments, with their rich chemical energy, could be where life on our planet first began. By studying the extremophiles, the life forms that thrive in these harsh conditions, we can learn about the absolute limits of life, which has profound implications for our search for life on other planets and moons in our solar system, like Europa or Enceladus. As we ascend back from the depths of the Challenger Deep, leaving the world of crushing pressure and strange glowing creatures behind, we are left with a profound sense of wonder. The Mariana Trench is a reminder of how much of our own planet remains a mystery. We've mapped the entire surface of the Moon and Mars with higher resolution than we've mapped our own ocean floor. The deep ocean is Earth's largest and least explored habitat. Every expedition to the trench reveals new species, new geological formations, and new questions to be answered. It's a vast, dark frontier right here on Earth, holding secrets about the origins of our planet, the limits of life, and the powerful forces that continue to shape our world. The journey into the abyss is not just about discovering what's down there. It's about discovering more about ourselves and our place in the universe. Thank you so much for joining us on this deep dive into the Mariana Trench. It's a truly fascinating part of our world, and there's still so much more to learn. If you enjoyed this journey into the abyss, please hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you won't miss our next adventure. We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. What part of the trench fascinates you the most? Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.